Hello and welcome to Farthest Frontier. So, I've come to the conclusion that this is an interesting experiment, and it hasn't really achieved anything. I mean, I thought, we'd have this like really well defended area. If anybody was going to attack, they'd have to come up this big windy road, they'd have to get past towers and so on, and yeah, the soldiers that attack you just don't seem interested. I mean, I've got my tower there. Not my tower, I've got my town centre there, rather. I would have thought that's like the number one like target for them, but no, I think they're just like raiding. It's kind of odd because like even the private army that attacked recently wasn't particularly interested. They just seem to attack anywhere. Maybe they just target the nearest location. Because, I mean, they were spawning over here, down here. So, obviously, they've got to get through here anyway. But even when they were coming from, like, over here, they didn't, like, make a beeline for here and then start working their way upwards, for instance. They just came for here. Which is kind of odd, because, I mean, like, they threatened to attack unless you pay them, like, a certain amount of gold. And all of my gold was, like, over here. Most of it, at least, anyway. But no, they just weren't faced for some strange reason. Now, I think I'm going to still keep all this ticking over. Because this is, like, the main mining site anyway. Either way, the town centre itself, I don't think it adds anything as such. There's no, like, bonus to desirability. But I do want to move this. I'm just thinking what, because the trouble is, these people are either having to take goods to somewhere or bring goods back to here. And I've been struggling to sell things as a result. I don't mind if it takes a while to get those goods that I buy into the system. The big problem is I get traders coming along and I just don't have the resources they want to buy. So I'm thinking of moving it. Now, this is my main manufacturing area, and I think the trade centre was probably over in this area or somewhere nearby. I think that's where the town centre was. I think the trade centre might have been down there. But I mean, there's this whole area down here for crops. Could get access to here, so I'm thinking I might just wall this place off. And I might put it around here somewhere, so it gives them a kind of a straight path up to there. Then have a reasonable path to get to here. And then down to there, so that, I mean, it's not, at least it's a lot better than where they're going, because at the moment they've got to come all the way down here, along here, and all the way down up there. It just takes forever. It's just not practical. In which case the question is where to put all these, because these compost yards are serving people. These are going to have to move. I mean, that would impact people if I put it there. I could put it on the edge. Actually, I haven't said that. I think it might serve these as well. Yeah, it might be serving. Yeah, who serves this lot? Because there's I don't think there is one down there. I mean, that's not really a practical way to go. But someone's got to serve these folks. Tell you what, let's move that. I'll put it up here. It affects their desirability, that's the trouble. I can't put it there because I'm trying to turn this into a different type of area. So that's not going to be practical. I've yet to get round to building this place properly. Is that the way around? Why is that shaped like that compared to these ones? It's a bit odd. Anyway, we're gonna put. Let's just pause this because I need to make sure that everybody's got things to do, and then I need to work out where to move that compost yard because I've still got a bit of wiggle room before it gets to the next year, and I need to get that trading post moved beforehand. Actually, that's not probably a good idea because we're getting into autumn. Let's skip that. Where can I put that? Because I'm thinking if I run a fence along, well, if I run a gate, come under defences. If I put that's a double gate. If we put a gate, say, now we can't put that there. So I could put a gate there. Now that's because that is it because of that? No, I don't think it is. Might be. Ah, that's right. I couldn't even build any. Yeah, I couldn't build even a road there. So realistically, I'm going to have to build the gate slightly further back from even that. So if we put the gate there, I can then run the wall from about there. I can get on with that while I think about moving that somewhere. Because I'm not saying that. It's no hard and fast rule that says I can't just put it there. Yeah, let's get them to move that out of the way. Oh, it then begs the question of what's the point of having that hunter there? I mean, they kind of go to waste because there's a hunter. What are you doing? So your area is there. Are there any? Yeah, there are deer there. You're going to clear those ones out there, and then although probably makes more sense just to move them. Put them somewhere remote where they've got to. I mean, because I think there's. Yeah, there's no deer in here because I've fenced this whole area up. Oh, hold on. Well, that's a water. Yeah, that's just water. That's fine. Oh dear, as they say. Hold on. Where's the rat catcher? Oh, you're off having a beer, are you? Okay. I'd appreciate it if you could deal with those rats, but you know, each to their own. We've all got priorities. I mean, while you're just casually having a beer, I suppose we're losing a load of food, but that's not important, is it? Why should that be important? Right, we shall move this to... the only trouble is... See, this is a nice area for raiders, to be fair. Do I really want to put them in harm's way? I mean, if there was any deer out here... I mean, there's already a hunter out here. Yeah, some deer over there. I mean, I could put them further out, but... Ah, there's some over here, isn't there? Tell you what, let's do that. Right, I'll move you up to, say, here. And then we'll run the road from just where the mine end starts up to you. Once that's done, that's done. Now, where's the nearest water well? Because if any of these things ever catch fire, it's a bit of a problem. Put that down there. It's interesting because usually you would think, oh, why does it not tell me where there's some water? Oh, there's some there. It's right down there. Just in case we need one. So there's one there to cover that one. One there. Build one over here. That'll help them. Oh no, that's a thought. Ah, yeah, you could put them there, can't you? Because there's nobody like doing much here. Because they're where this like their grazing area is just there. So there's nothing to stop you using these areas as well, I suppose. So anyway, I'll build one. Just plunk that down there. I don't know if they ever use water. I mean, you would think they would use water, but I never complain of a lack of water. I'm more concerned about fires breaking out, to be fair. Although having said that, I tend to find when they do, there's already one down there, to be fair. Yeah, when I do, like I'll supply water, but sometimes I find that people just aren't that concerned. They're just like, they can leave the place to burn down for some strange reason. They're interesting characters, I'll give them that. Let's plunk that out there just to be on the safe side. Now they don't have that. Oh, this. Yeah, I think there's a supply of water there. This is all like kind of new and temporary. I set this up. This was like done in an emergency, if you will. Because at the time there was a lot of like houses over here that were falling into a bad state, and eventually they got abandoned. So I was like in a real rush to get other houses built. Right, let's get this. It's obstructed by. How can that be obstructed? All right, we're just still waiting for that bit of the wall to be built. Okay, but the whole plan was to expand out down here anyway. It's just that these haven't been set out in a kind of like in a neat and tidy way like these lot have. They don't have a marketplace or anything. That's something I need to sort. Actually, having said that, there's no point for this wall now, is there? Yeah, there's just no point having this wall. Let's salvage that. Shall salvage that. So that can go. That can go. Yeah, so I'm building this little road round there, and it's kind of like, well, actually, now there's not much point. Right, if we go from, say, there to there. Ooh, 350 gold. Gold is a problem for me at the minute. I'm just saying. I still haven't got round to moving my little place. Right, so I'm going to knock this block down as well. I can all go. It's not as if anybody's going to suddenly turn up. That can go. So I could probably start expanding this lot out actually, so that I could move that down to there. And we can get them to move this. I think I'll move that over to, because it doesn't have any effect on the desirability. I might just put it here for now. Give them a... Now where's the road? Yeah, there's a cobbled road there, so I'll give them kind of like easy access to a road at least. Put that down here. So then they've got a path up to here. The main resources. They need to get resources from there. It's not too far. There should be resources down here they might tap into as well. But I think that's going to be a whole lot better than coming all the way down here even. They might sometimes have been going up and down here, but that's my bigger concern is that, well, hopefully that's my solution to my bigger problem, shall we say. Now that actually isn't a bad place because that's going to be affecting people because they're right here. So this needs moving now that I think about it. I haven't said that, it's just right on the edge. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it is. It's affecting people there. Except this, that's too steep. If I put it here, that's bad. Right, so we'll have to flatten that, but that's impacting them because their desirability is low. So we shall move that. Now, where is my hunter? I had a hunter somewhere that I noticed. Right. Since that other hunter's moved, you can go and clear this lot out. Has that other hunter moved yet? Almost. Okay. Old age. That's just one of those things, you know, it happens. You get older and you reach a point where there's just no further room left to maneuver. It is the end. And you are no more. And at this moment, I mean, we've been here for nearly 320 years, but we haven't found a solution to that yet. It could be useful, but we haven't conquered old age. We haven't come up with immortality yet. Our biggest problem at this stage, to be fair, is, I mean, I'll admit that old age is a common problem, but actually that might as well move as well. Yeah, old age is a common problem. But money's my bigger problem. So yeah, immortality is not on the priority list, I'll say that. Right. Your circle of interest is over here. Because apparently some deer over there. So you might find them interesting. Ah, now that is also interesting. Why have I got a tower? That tower serves no purpose there. I mean, that target's there. That's targeting there. I suppose I could move it up here for the sake of maybe someday it'll get used. I don't know when, but it might get used someday. That one's moving there just because I know this is still open. There's always the potential, but usually they just go to there. And I try to smash through the main gate. Right, so apparently, for whatever reason, this area is not flat. That is a surprise. It's got me intrigued. Why is this area not flat? I'll have to try and flatten it and then we'll move back. Oh, I'll have to be a bit careful, like, but I need to move it out of the way. Then that might cheer some people up, might suddenly decide to spend more money and what have you. Right, if we go, say, this away. Oh, hold on, take out. Was I not going? I'm trying to basically flatten this whole area because I feel obliged to flatten it. It's not necessary, but I just feel obliged to flatten it. Tell you what, let's go this way. If we can. There's 625 there. Then there's the goats. I need to remember the goats. The goats are fussy for some strange reason. Seem to have a problem with slopes. It could well be their issue was more to do with the house than the goats themselves. I mean, that is a possibility. I might have misinterpreted. It may well be it's the actual house that had the problem and not the actual goats. But I want to play it safe, just to be on the safe side. Right, so there's this area up here still to work on. So this, I can keep flattening this section here. Work my way that away. I might be able to get that to a nice flatter level so that I can then run the wall back in place, because it's at the moment it's all out of, it's all been basically torn down so that I could get this area sorted out. Like I say, it could be a complete waste of time because of these raiders may just not be interested anyway. But you know, I mean, we shall do what we can until the full release. There's no point in starting a completely new game. I mean, there's things I'm missing out on. I know that already. Those things that were introduced at some point in, I can't remember when. I think it might have been the patch before this one. So there's certain things you can, yeah, kind of like similar to the relics, I think, but it's, yeah, it's like I don't know what's going to happen when they go to a full release. So I'm more inclined to do what I can with this until we get to that point of full release, and then I'll think about starting from scratch. Let's see if we go, say, that way. I'll keep them occupied for a while. Ooh. I shall have to accept that. There's not a lot I can do. Right, so nobody's interested in there, because at the moment no one's coming in from the flank. I'm not overly too concerned. So I mean, basically I'm trying to hold on to whatever gold I've got. I'm just saying. Right, our trading post's now up and running. So I'll just run this in as a kind of like a little temporary road to help. Hang on a minute. What's going on here? Why is that upgrading? Never mind it upgrading. So at the moment, there's not a lot I can. Oh, actually, I could sell some of the heavy weapons off. I mean, that's a lot just for 2 heavy weapons. If I sell off, say, 10 swords, that's a lot. We sell off some candlesticks. Don't get a great. That was not the plan. So that'll cost me some money. Oh, I can start selling books now. So let's keep a bit of a stock of books. I don't have paper for whatever reason. I'll sell off some more of these candles. Actually, that's no. This is the trouble when they can do both. It's like some of these they're willing to do both, and it's causing me problems. Ooh. Oh wow. I've got no flax. That's bad. Right, well, until they sort the flax problem out, I better put that back. Ooh. I want to sell them. Yeah, you've got to be ever so careful. Well, actually, if I go to that, I'll sell you those. I'll just put the rest in the piggy bank. I'm hoping that... I don't know why that's still saying upgrading. Why would it say... Why would it say it's upgrading? I'm curious to know. Because I don't know why. This place is anything but flat. I mean, it's not even close to being flat. That is odd. That is very odd. So the trouble is, it's obscuring the person. So this is our other. Is that Beldar the Peddler? I think that's. Yeah, I think that's Masuk, and that's Beldar the Peddler. Right, is there anything I can sell you? So you've got some of these. I'll sell you 10 of them. Not that I'm getting much. Probably not a good idea to probably sell these, to be fair. Ah, right, so I can sell you these. So if I sell you those at 1,520, I can sell you something. It's going at a bad price. Let's leave it at that. I could have sworn we had more gold than that. So where's all the gold going? I just sold like a ton of stuff off. Ah, now it's back to normal. Yeah, I could have sworn I sold a ton of stuff, so there, now we're up to that. That's making more sense. It's all over the place at the minute. It's like here, there, and everywhere. So there's the vault over there. I mean, that's got a, like a... It's like you're asking a question, I guess there any point in having that wall then? I suppose there is some benefit to double walls, but... I'm just thinking that... If I move that down to, say... here... It's a bit closer for them, but... I don't know how the gold gets from, say, here to over here, because there is gold going to be going in here at some point. It's 250 in there. There is 6,002. So either way, it's ended up in here. That's like, what? How did that happen? I don't know. I'm confused. Right, old age. I'll accept that. That's the because well, there's not a lot. Well, there's nothing I can do about it really. What I can do is just keep trying to play that game of patty cake where people go around and try and flatten things with a shovel, as far as I recall. They don't have anything more sophisticated than that. It hasn't been invented. It's a pity, but you know. It is what it is. Until I come up with something more sophisticated than that, I shall just have to play that little game. So there's Atka, right? Okay, so if we go, let's not touch that because I want to go from about. I mean, ideally, I want to go from there, but I think I'll wait until the wall's back up. And I'm not going to put the wall back in until I can. Flatten thing. I've got everything flat the way I want it to be. Again, is there any point to this anymore? Probably not. But you never know. I mean, there might be a day where a bunch of soldiers turn up and... Oh, oops. where they actually might go wandering up the windy road. They might. If we go that way, that's 187. That's a number I recognise. If we go that way, that's say 506. I can't do much because the building's in the way. Interesting. So that wants to go. That is nowhere near. Right, I'll do that as a single strike then. Right, what has that kid got? Or more specifically, what have I got? I want to sell these off because I don't need that many, surely. So nothing jumps out in terms of things I can buy. I mean, these are just crude weapons. Yeah. I mean, if I could buy things like pelts, they would be beneficial. They always like pelts. Right, so that's moved. They're still thinking about doing something over there. What's that hunter up to, out of curiosity? Where have you gone?
Hello?
You're butchering the meat. Okay. Can you sort out these deer? Because I don't think they particularly enjoy being there, to be fair. I don't think it's an environment that's conducive to their health. I mean, granted, it's going to get worse, but only temporary. It's only temporary. After that, things will be fine. Right, can we move our smelly compost heap now? Yes, we can. No, we can't. Yes, we can. No, we can't. Yes, we can. No, we can't. Maybe, possibly. Right, if I plonk that over there, it's not too far, but it's out the way. Why was this never flattened? This should have been flattened. It should have been flattened a long time ago. Oh, hold on, tick. Let's go from about here because I don't want to be messing too much with that wall. So I'll go that way. Well, we've got lots of flattening to do. Let's go that way. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's too far on the edge, that is. Forget about it. Forget it. Can't be doing that. I mean, I haven't said that. That's not too bad. I won't touch the main one. No, that's okay. I think this is the trouble I'm having with this tool, is that the white robe gets in the way of the white grid. I need to rethink the colouring. So then that one will go. Oh, the tick is that? Oh, that's because of the building, right? Okay. Right, and that wall's got to stay because it's an exterior wall from there. I mean, I suppose we could move the chickens. I mean, I could extend. I mean, if I move the chickens, we could run this wall all the way up to here. It'd be a bit tidier. That's a possibility. Do we need to? Not really. Oh, speaking of, not really. Let's have a look. Right, what was I going to do with that one? Let's have a look. There's food that's a problem. Fruity things, berries. So producing more berries, that's okay. Oh, yeah, that's okay. I'll leave that as it. Now that was it was nuts. Oh, nuts. Right, you can be nuts then. I know you wanted to be berries, but you're going to be nuts now. Somebody needs some nuts. I don't know who, but somebody's complaining there's not enough nuts. Are you still not flat yet? One of these days, I'd like to think one of these days, an area like this will be flat. That is the dream. That the horses can go running around on a flat field. They might not like it, actually. There is that possibility, but as far as I'm concerned, it should be flat. So it's going to be flat. Eventually. It's year 320. Now the goats have the same issue. So this needs to be flat. And then I might cheer them up. Even if it doesn't cheer the goats up, it'll cheer me up. Oh, well, it's okay, it's autumn. That's okay. As long as it's not winter. Because people have a bit of a problem going out in the winter. It's a bit too cold, apparently. Oh, crikey, I forgot about this place as well. So many places that need to be flattened. Let's come at that from this angle then. It's 5, 6, there's 625. So I'm going to keep working my way that away. Hopefully that'll flatten that bit there as well. Till I get to a point where I can then just put the wall back in. Sheesh. Oh, hold on. Did you just walk up the...
Need anything?
Yeah. Ooh, that's not good. You just walked up. You just walked straight up. That could be a problem. Because if you can do that,
Hello. Done.
okay, you come over to here. Right, can you get up to here?
On it.
Right, as long as they didn't go down there and up there, then that's fine. That's not good though, because it means that's... Oh, fudgesicles. Yeah, this is not... It's not as high as I would like it to be then. Because if the villagers can get up and down, then so can soldiers. And it's just a bit of a problem. Well, to be fair, they just don't seem interested anyway. Like, whatever. They just go off and... hold on, that's not right. Yeah, they just go off and attack this area anyway. I don't know, maybe there's like a... It could be because the towers are... Like, they come along here and... I mean, I would have thought they would have peeled off and started heading in that direction. Because, like, there's the entry ramp. So I would have thought they would come along here. The aim of getting up to here, but they don't. They just come along here and then head in this direction. Because I was pondering maybe the towers are taking shots at them so that, you know, that's pulling them over here, but I don't think it is. There's something they target, I just don't know quite what. It could well be that there's just, oh yeah, there's a market here, we'll target that. Anyway, how far does that market stretch? So I need to put a marketplace down here, don't I? Let's have a look-see. Amenities. So if we put the market... I mean... kind of a waste of a corner, that. Yeah, it feels like a waste of a corner. Kind of odd that if you put... Ah, no, that could be a tier 2. Yeah, that's because it's a tier 2. Bird. If I put that about there... So let's move this out of the way. You can go and live over there. Whether you like it or not, these things are going to happen. Wowzers, that's not flat either. I think that's a downside of, like, building in a hilly area. It's not flat. And if we go from, say, there, that's an easier guide. Well, I haven't said that we're going to hit the winter, aren't we? I'll try and avoid that, just because, I mean, even if I did had quite a lot of these, you've still got people out there. Ooh. Oh, whatchicles. Candles. Who's making candles? Candles, candles, candles. Where's the candle makers? Or the candle maker? So warehouse. So these are the weavers. Now they've got problems because is there no flax? There's not a lot of flax. What about the? What did I do with the candle maker? I mean, they're filling up because of the storage limit. There's a cheese maker. That's like a bajillion wax down there. Oh no. Where's the candle maker gone? Ooh, that was a good find. Oh, there's 3 of them. Right, so you produced 76. They're not getting through enough, like, wax, because I've got like a bajillion wax. Now, where's the nearest storage for wax? I think it's just a normal store there. So there's a storage there. Right, I'll get them to store wax. So I'm going to get a limit set on that of no more than 1,000. So I've hit the limit there. So that's going to force them to move that. Now, why have I got honey in there? That doesn't make sense. We'll not store that there, right? We're not going to. We're not going to store that there either. Untick that. So that's a lot of wax to move. Now, do you store it? Nope. Do you store it? Nope. Do you store it? Nope. There's a thought. What is wax getting used for? Hang on a minute. What's your problem? Oh, right. You've got no willow. Okay. That's surprising because I've got like a lot of yeah, I've got a lot of these little houses that actually make willow. Not houses, little gardens. Old age. Those are things I'll have to deal with. There's not a great deal I can do there. So what did you just deliver? Tons of wax. That makes sense. So I've now got a big storage pool there for wax. So I may as well upgrade that because the candle shop. Now the candle shop uses wax and firewood. I'll get them to move that up to there. Can we squeeze you in the air? Squeeze you in the air? Squeeze you there. Yeah, so if I can get that upgraded, we can start storing a whole lot more there. Now, the question is... what's the glass maker? Nope, that's not the type of storage I'm looking for. Right, so there's that one there, there's that one there. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have one there for some strange reason. Right, so that makes sense. There's no need to store that there. Don't store that. Right, don't store beeswax either. So either the wax or the honey. There's no point you having that. What about you? Nope. So I've set a limit because there's a lot of like beehives in the area. So it's just some sort of overflow, I suppose. So in theory, most of it should end up over here. And if those resources are closer to them, hopefully they'll make a lot more and then I can sell a lot more. I mean, I don't really get much money for it, but it's better than nothing. So we've got 5229 gold. And there's 3690 in there. So I mean, I'm not overly as concerned as I was then of those private armies, because I can always rustle up a quick cavalry unit. I mean, it costs quite a bit. Yeah, it's debatable as to whether it's cheaper. But I mean, I keep one of them running permanently. They're garrisoned, so that's maxed out. These lots we've got. Oh, we're missing somebody. Well, that's not good. Can't be having that. But I'm going to try and keep as much money in the main pool, because it's seriously frustrating. Because there was a one point, I mean, I knew the cavalry were disappearing, and I was in this kind of like doom loop where I kept buying or paying for cavalry units, and they just kept disappearing. I was then paying for more, and then they just kept disappearing. And I'm frustrated because I think they were like a tier 3. They were up to like 3 stars in veterancy, because they were originally over here. I moved them over to here. And the only trouble is, they then just decided, nope, we're leaving, and maybe it's a case of they just didn't get paid, so they left. That was frustrating. So what's the benefits of upgrading that? Upgrade costs. So you get more people in, you'll get increased durability, you'll get additional range damage, and you'll get additional range attack. So let's do that. I mean, it's 800 and you've got quite a bit. So I don't necessarily need more people in there, but I could do with more range and more range damage, basically. Oops. Right, we'll get back to the flattening game. And eventually it'll be flat. I don't know when, but it'll eventually. I mean, it took 2 centuries to do that hill. Because that was interesting, because that was like at a weird angle right up from that side to that side. This was much, much lower than this. So this side obviously dropped by quite a lot, and this side came up by quite a lot. But eventually it got done. Just took up like a long time. And I mean a long time. It's just basically a case of just repeating this sort of stuff. Tell them to go and flatten the place, and they're like, yeah, whatever. We'll get round to it. Don't worry, boss. We'll get it done. Yeah, I mean, eventually they do. It's just 2 centuries is like a long time. Right, so they're busy on that one, so... Oh, may as well upgrade that while we're here. I mean, that's kind of flat from here, actually. So maybe if I would come at that from this angle. Because that's see, that's nice and flat there. I mean, the more cells I can get that at the same height, the better. Because then there's less to change, basically. So if I keep dropping it at this end and just work our way around that way. Oh, hold on, tick. My road's out of sync. That's bad. Ooh, we can't be having that. That's terrible. I'll have to move everything in that direction. Fudgesicles. That's shocking. That is real shoddy architecture, that. That goes to there. And that to... So it'd be interesting to see what the storage is like in the little town centre over there, the trading centre there, compared to what it used to be like. Once we get a trader pops up, we'll see if it's improved at all. I mean, I would assume it has, because you've got much closer proximity. Because, I mean, before I could think about it, I mean, somebody up here would have had to go all the way down here, for instance, to get to there. If they wanted to get to here, any resources down here or here, they would probably come all the way down that road, jumped off about here and then come down here. Now if they were trying to get anything out of here, they were coming all the way down that road down there. It was just taking like forever. Well, that's interesting to see somebody coming around here. That looks a bit odd. Ooh, can't be having that. That looks out of place. And if we do another road, it's funny how sometimes you get these little curves on the corners, and sometimes you just get a flat angle. I think it might depend whether I let it bend around or not. Right, who we got today? We've got Anders Plains Rider, isn't it? Ander Plains Rider. I was close. I mean, I was close. So we're doing a bit better now, where we're maxed out on the sort of things we want to sell. So I can sell him them. So that's pretty much right at his limit. That's about it. I mean, then I can buy some of these. So all he's got is 84, so I'll buy them, transfer them out. He's got 51 of these. Hang on a minute. Oh, right, okay. Oh, in which case I'll sell you more things and there's ways and means. So you put some I don't really need the shoes, do I? Yeah, because I've got 75. I mean, I can sell you some pottery. Hello. I'll keep that ticking along, there's no rush. I can't help but feel that they're doing a lot better to stock this place now than... Although I do question the fact that one of them's busy doing his laundry. So you're busy gardening, are you? Okay. I'll let them get on with it. I mean, you know, these are important things for them to be doing. From their perspective, it is important, so I'll let them do it. Yeah, give me some bricks. I don't need them, so you can have them. I'm feeling generous. I'll let you buy some bricks. 7,103, 4,341, 1232. So again, most of the gold's still ending up in here, which I like. The only reason I've left that there is because I wasn't sure if that was affecting the soldiers in particular, because everybody who needs to be paid, they seem to go somewhere to get the gold, and I know the builders do as well. So I thought, okay, because originally I moved both of the vaults up there. But then I moved one of them back down again, just thinking, yeah, maybe it'd be better if I leave one down here, because it's... Otherwise people are just going to be wasting their time. Either the builders are going to be trailing all the way up here to get gold to repair places, or they're going to be... Yeah, it's just... Like a lot of things, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Right, so you're struggling to get willow. I'm assuming you're struggling to get willow as well. Oh, you seem okay. Let's have a look in the storage. So this one... Now, why are we not storing willow here? Because there's an I thought I had an apothecary here. So you do berries, more berries. I think I've overlooked either the recipe's changed, or I've overlooked the fact that these people need willow. So if they're getting willow, they're going to have to go a long way to get it. Oh, fudgesicles. I really don't need raiders. I don't know, that's interesting. You see, you're saying you're coming from this direction. Interesting. So that's a big problem. I never thought about that. For some reason, I set up a ton of willow over here, specifically for these people to actually to make baskets. So there's I think most of these buildings just make willow or grow willow. At least they did. So that one does. That one does. So I've got two of them making willow. I think I'm a bit surprised by that. Yeah, it's kind of caught me out. I wasn't aware of that, right? Okay. Right, so you've already done that. What I was going to do actually was, I was looking for the statistics actually. Does that come under agriculture? Yeah, so we've produced 48 and we've consumed 44, so that's a bit strange. Although, yeah, if we're not making any here, kind of in my interests to set one up then. I mean, technically, I think it comes under food. I'll get them to make some. I haven't heard of... Yeah, they haven't officially started. Because usually you get the horn starts. That's a lot. So that's 268. Now they're going to come through here and just trash this place. That's no good. Yeah, they're on the march. I'll have to keep an eye out for another flag, because sometimes they're a bit sneaky. Now this is interesting. Where are they going? Because they're all heading for this road by the looks of it. So they're just going to trash this place. So that's going to cost me money. A lot of them, I'm assuming, are going to be... It's like, look at them all. There's like a ton of them. That's like a lot of them. I mean, they're not all that well kitted out. But I'm assuming there'll be a lot of them in here that are archers. That's never good. Not for my cavalry, anyway. It's like... Ooh. That's bad. That is not good.
As you command.
I might be able to hit them in the tail. If they're mostly archers and I hit them up close, I might be able to do a lot of damage to them. Oh, no, no, no. Don't go that way. You silly people. Because that's my biggest, that's like the Achilles heel of these, for these people, is archers. Oh. Now they're all turning around on our cavalry. Oh. That's cost me one. Yeah, it's cost me. And they can't get out. That one's stuck. Oh, popsicles. Run away! Look at all those arrows. That's a lot of arrows. Oh, craggy. Now, who's that?
Your command?
Oh, you're seeking medicine. Ooh, this is going to be bad because they're going to trash this place. Yeah, they're going to trash the place. That's interesting with there being so many archers. That makes a big difference. Craggy. I'm just gonna have to let them because I don't have like the troops to handle them. I mean, these lot, they might be able to. Nah, it's not worth it. I don't think it's worth it for them. No, 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 no. Leave them alone. If they're going to trash the place, they'll trash it. There's nothing I can do in that respect, because I can send, like, ground troops, but... Bicycles. I'll have to keep an eye out. Sometimes I get caught out by another group. See, there's two missing from this garrison as well for some reason. Now, why have four gone over there? Yeah, why did you go over there? So this whole place is going to have to get rebuilt. Jeez Louise. I mean, I can bring ground troops down, but there's just so many of them. I mean, there's hundreds of them. So they're going to basically come through here and just trash the place. I'm kind of banking on the towers eventually to get to them and whittle them down, basically. I mean, this is actually, because they're all clustered as one group. This is worse than the private army I had to deal with. And they're going to end up killing a lot of, like, civilians in the process. Where's School of the Butcher? It's interesting how little... I mean, the money I had is seriously going down. It's costing me a fortune to replace the troops. Sheesh. That is a lot of soldiers. $268. The trouble is, like, the villagers are all coming out and they're all getting attacked in the process. So this is going to be an expensive repair job, because they'll come through here and they'll trash this lot. So that's annoying, that. Seriously annoying. And there's all the people you lose as well as... Aye. How many buildings? I mean, I've wrecked that one. I've wrecked that one. Plus the tower. I mean, I could have set up another garrison maybe, but... Ugh. Right, is there anything to sell to her? I'll sell you some soap. Do you want some soap? How about I sell you some soap at 450? I'll sell you some candles. It's funny, that's something I can't really sell. I just don't have enough. Tell you what, I'll sell you another 50. Because I'm going to have a big and expensive repair bill at this rate. Because at least the towers are now starting to kick in over here on this side as well. That's what I'm banking on. That's my main defense is the towers. They deal with them before I run into like serious problems. But yeah, they're just trashing the place. Oh dear. But the archers, wow, those archers, that was a lot of archers. I'm surprised because, well, I suppose it's fair because you've got a lot of them. Even if you've got like troops with plate mail and what have you, it's still possible to cause a lot of damage. So they're kind of busy. I suppose in some ways it's slowing them down because they're kind of busy. Oh, get back. Back over here. Group 4. So did we ever get round to... Nope. Still missing one. Now why...
At the ready.
Get your bow over here. Come on. Get back in there. Right. These lot. Let's go and deal with them outside the wall. I may as well. My big concern is there's a huge amount of troops on the way out here. They're mostly archers as well. I think I'm just going to have to send these
At
in.
once.
Because the archers are weaker. They've got less armor, but... See, I mean, you see, there's these lot here. I mean, how many archers, cavalry have they got left? They're going to take a big hit from the archers that they've got. Right, they're scattering now, so that's good. Right, so let me get another one. Yeah, at least they're starting to scatter now. At least it looks as though there are.
Right away.
Right, what happened to this garrison? We're one short. Let's select those. That's Team 4. Go Team 4.
It will be done.
At least they'll get some experience out of it.
As you command.
But geez Louise, that was savage. Because that's cost. As I say, that's interesting. That's been more damaging than the
As you command.
than the private army was, because they were split up, whereas these were all bunched up together. I mean, a lot of the things that damage seem to be fences, which is rather odd. But there's people's houses have been destroyed as well. Be interesting to see what the tally is at the end. I'll just make sure that all these are going to get fixed. And I'm going to try and mop things up with that cavalry unit. Yeah, it's mostly fencing. The trouble is, yeah, they've all got to get repaired. Right, looks like they've... I'm going to clear this lot out.
It will be done.
But that to me seems like the one Achilles. I'm surprised because like the suggestion. I mean, you'd think. I mean, like if you want to take down cavalry units, typically you'd want pikemen. In this case, it's kind of odd because it's been mostly actually my problem has been archery. There was just so many archers there. They just really struggled. Now, who's that? Because that's somebody...
Aye.
Oh, so you're one of the herders. Okay. So you're probably, presumably like one of the ones looking after the chickens. Oh, wow. So that was classified as a... Eh? There's 268... Yeah, I lost 40 villagers. 19 buildings. Only 8 of those actually survived. And it's a big defeat on my part. I mean, it is in the sense of like all the damage we got done, the amount of people we lost, but we lost a whole lot less than they did. Or at least I like to think we did. Yeah, we couldn't get to those folks in time to heal them and get them to the doctor. But all these buildings will get back to where they were eventually. Yeah, that was kind of surprising that. So there was... I haven't seen them do that before, where you've got all of them just suddenly congregate around there, and then they all just marched as one down the road, just trashing everything in their place. I mean, that's the glassmaker's gonna have to get rebuilt. So I've got 3,462 gold there. So how much have we got in here? I think I'll sell some. Can I sell you some soap? Sell you some. I've got plenty of candles now. Put that over to there. At least so I know I've got that. But yeah, that's a trouble. I mean, having to replace these units, it costs you quite a lot. Their veterancy is still kind of ticking along quite well. But I've had to recruit new people to do that. Wowzers, that's... Yeah, that was a serious hit because the... I mean, I would have thought, like, if you want to take on cavalry units, then pikemen would be the thing. In this case, they were just raining down so many arrows on the archers that they seriously struggled. Because, I mean, the archers themselves aren't particularly well equipped. Whereas the archers have got, you know, big serious plate mail and what have you. And yet, no, they seriously struggled to cope with that. So that kind of like, yeah, that, I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised. I know. I already know that. That's a big problem for me. I mean, it's tempting to maybe like recruit more units, but I'm finding it to be extremely expensive. I mean, we've gone from about 8,000 gold to 3,463. It's gone walkabout again. There's 313 in there. 1,270 in there. But it's not in here because I told them to put it in that's seriously bizarre, that. I mean, there is some like repairs, but all the same, it's like, where's this 5,000 gold gone? It's just gone walkabout. So yeah, that could have gone better, shall we say, but like, if you go at that up, 250, 60, I've got nothing like that. I've got maybe a total of 24 ground troops. They would have just been wiped if I'd sent those. And I'm struggling to pay for what I've got as it is. It's extremely expensive paying for troops. So I'm more aligned on the actual the towers to slow them down, take them out. But I'm also heavily relying on the gold not suddenly disappearing. I still don't know where this other 5,000 gold's just gone wandering off to. Now it's gone down in even further. There's something definitely weird going on. Ah, see, now we're up to 7,000 again. I mean, at least I'm getting somewhere though, in the sense that I'm able to sell quite a few things, but there's, I mean, happiness is at about, it's not too bad. The entertainment is something I need to think about. I mean, maybe when we start expanding this place out, I think about putting like a theatre over here, for example. That could be a thought. I mean, one of those is... Let's have a look. It's about 30. So if you built a theatre here, yeah, if I put a theatre there, it stretches quite a bit. If you build it here, I mean, it'd be kind of bonkers to build it there, but if I built it here, that's a kind of like another big town area I could build it. So I think that's something to think about, is expanding this place, I suppose. And still, I'll still keep plucking away at this just for the sake of trying to get it done. But wow, yeah, that was, well, as it said, that was a defeat. I mean, yeah,